Yeah, I thought a big difference in the game was our bench play, especially in the first half. But then, throughout the whole game, we had guys come off the bench, give us really high quality minutes. And we did a good job of taking care of the basketball. Only 7 turnovers today, 14 assists. Been a while since we went 2 for 1 in terms of assists to turnovers. Did a good job in the glass. I thought the first 8 minutes of the second half, they really hurt us on the glass, their offensive rebounds. But we responded well down the stretch. I think they cut it to 1. And then, we really responded with some good offensive possessions, really good ball movement, some extra passes, some good reads off of some ball screens. So pleased, as I said, we're 12 days off of missing 32. We're still trying to get our footing a little bit in some areas. But as I said after our last game, I thought offensively we are moving the ball better, sharing the ball better, and making some plays that we weren't able to make prior to the layoff. We just didn't make any shots the other night, and today we made more, and that makes a big difference. And still, we left a lot of points on the rim. We got to do a better job of finishing around the basket, and if we can do that, and we tighten up our defense, we got a chance to play some good basketball down the stretch.
Russ Wood.
Hi, Coach. Curious what you think this win can do for the team, just finally winning one after all the adversity they faced, and also what was the locker room like?
Well, again, as we talk and I think one of the biggest challenges that we face as a group is after missing all that time coming back, just to minimize, frustrating situations, because we're not going to be as I said, smooth or connected, or our offense and defense isn't going to be, as effective at times. We're inconsistent in some of the things that we were doing well prior to it. And I think sometimes that shows, but that's also human. So we got to keep fighting that. But, obviously our guys are excited about the win. We know the tradition of Temple. We know the tradition of how hard they play and the physicality that they play with. We know that they're, obviously Temple is a national brand when it comes to basketball. And we've done a good job today of going out there and playing really efficient offensively. There was times I thought we were good defensively, but our guys are excited. To finally put together. I told them you can't let some of the craziness that happened maybe in the last minute can't squelch the enthusiasm of playing 39 really good minutes. I thought X was big down the stretch at the free throw line. And we had to get one stop, and unfortunately it was after five possessions instead of the first one, but we finally got the one, and that was the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Will Turner.
Coach, you talking about the free throws. You guys at the half only shoot 2. You shoot 27 in the second half. Obviously, the final minute being what it was. Just what were the adjustments you guys made to try and get to the free throw line more in the second half?
Well, that game was I told the guys you have 3 Final Four officials out there, and they're going to let you play. This is Philadelphia. They know where they're at, it was a very physical game. It got a little tighter with the calls in the second half, but we matched the physicality that Temple played with, so we were able to get to the free throw line and capitalize on it. So we need to do that. It's part of our game. We had shot the ball well from the free throw line over the last few games, 20 of 29. Right under 70%. We've been at over 70% since we returned. It's the one thing, the week before we could start doing anything, our guys were able to go in and shoot free throws, and that was about it, so maybe that's helped a little bit. But, we have to continue to play with that physicality around the basket and on drives and different things like that.
And in those last 7 minutes, what did you learn about the character of your team? Because it seemed like, every time the Temple kind of made it close, you guys went right back out to a 3 or a 4 or 5 point lead. What did you learn about just the makeup of this team?
Yeah, I was pleased with that, because that's a step we have to take. And unfortunately, Will, you would have had 7 other opportunities to take that step. And we just haven't had that many. But I thought our response when they cut it to 1 and cut it to 2, our next offensive possession, and what we were able to do a couple times as we stretched the lead, we were able to get a score, a stop, and then a score again. And now all of a sudden the 2-point game is 6 or 7 again. And I thought our guys, especially in the last 8 minutes, the last 2 rounds of the game, did a great job of that.
Russ, go ahead.
Coach, you have to play this same Temple team in a few more days. How do you slow down Caleb Battle?
Yeah, you got to do we let them loose a couple times on some scrambles. We got to do a better job. We got to keep our chest in front of the ball. There was a couple times where we try to draw offensive fouls. Those, like I said, those are Final Four refs. They're not going to fall for any of that stuff. So we got to. He was obviously ultra aggressive tonight. I'm sure he will be again on Wednesday. He took 22 shots, which is a lot of shots. I was more concerned with him being able to get to the free throw line 12 times. We got to do a better job of that, keeping him out of the lane and drawing fouls. And the one thing that we did do defensively, we forced 17 turnovers. So our activity level on defense was really good.
Please talk about Castaneda's performance, his 14 second half points, and Justin Brown. I thought he came up really big in the second half on the glass, particularly on the offensive glass.
Yeah, we talked to Justin. He just hasn't been as active on the offensive glass, and we need that. We need that energy. Now he had some good looks, just didn't make them. But that was the thing as we've come back. His impact on our team has been more than just making shots. And I thought his impact today, I thought he did a really good job defensively. And then he did a really good job of keeping some possessions alive. I think there was the one where we missed kind of a bunny around the basket and they had for sure rebound. And his second and third effort got us a tie up and we were able to get the ball back. And then, X has turned in, one of the things that he's been able to do for us is really shoot the ball well. 2 for 2 from the 3, 6 for 6 from the line, 5 for 10, made a big runner as well. I always want, more from him, again, playing a ton of minutes for us. I thought he was good defensively. But, we're able to play 3 guards at times. We're able to, I like the 2-point guard lineup where you got 2 guys that can make plays and do different things. So obviously that it was a big game for him. And in the second half, we needed all 14 of those points.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, that's all we got, Coach. Thanks a lot.
All right, guys, be good, be safe.
Thanks. Safe travels.
Get home safely.
Yep.